That the Black Lives Matter and Blue Lives Matter movements have become focal points in the George Floyd murder trial. Jurors are being asked what they think of the groups during questioning, and one person who was actually seated on the jury said that he believes both groups have become more about propaganda than action.
A well-known Chicago minister making some waves with claims that the black community in Chicago has received little help from BLM.
Yeah, we want to say good morning to Pastor Corey Brooks, the founder of Project Hood. Pastor, thanks so much for joining us. It is early this morning. We appreciate it.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So your claim might just surprise a lot of people, but you say Black Lives Matter has taken in millions of dollars and none of it, zero, has come to Chicago.
Yeah, absolutely right. They've received millions of dollars of black pain, but yet they have not contributed to black communities. And that's an insult to all of us who live in black communities, all of us who do work in that black community. And it should be an insult to every activist that has been trying to bring attention and awareness to the plight of a black life. And so the fact that they have not contributed to the rebuilding of any black community in America is an insult. They haven't even contributed money to their local chapters to help them to contribute to the benefit of building black communities.
Well, that is surprising to hear, even about the local Black Lives Matter group not receiving any of that money. Now, some have said, that BLM, that it is an ideology, but not a reality. And the reality is what you see every single day in your community. So where do you think there is this disconnect coming from?
Well, they are an organization. They're a 501c3 organization, a national organization that's received over $90 million. So not only are they an ideology, they're an organization. And if they're going to operate like a non-for-profit based upon helping black lives, then that's exactly what they should be held accountable to do. I may not agree with their ideology, but one thing that I do believe is that if you're going to use black people's pain and talk about our issues and the things that we face, then when you receive those funds, you should be spending them in our community. You should be help reestablishing our businesses. You should be helping our entrepreneurs build businesses back up there, especially those that were torn down or burnt up or looted because of rioting. You should take a part in trying to build those businesses. And at the end of the day, you should definitely be contributing to your local chapters so that they have the funds and the wherewithal to have staff to help people in the community, but that's not happening.
Well, yeah, I know that you talk the talk and you walk the walk. I mean, I remember the days when you were sleeping on top of a building in the dead of winter, all alone up there on a tent, just so that you could make sure you raised enough money to tear down a hotel across the street that was a haven for drugs and prostitution. And you did it. And you've done a lot for your community. You've changed lives. But let me ask you this. What could an infusion of cash from BLM do for your community? What could you do with it?
Well, for our community, one, we can reestablish some businesses. One of the reasons that we have so much violence and chaos in our community is the lack of black businesses that don't have the ability to hire individuals to work in the community and for the community. So the very first thing that they could do is establish some type of business grants. $90 million can go a long way to help a lot of cities, especially those who are facing some economic hardships like Chicago and the south sides and west sides of Chicago. They could also participate in trying to help individuals with housing. One of the things that we need to do if we're going to be a better community is we need to own property. There's a lot of things that they're a smart organization. They're organized and they have a lot of people behind them. And I'm sure they could come up with a lot of great ideas to help our community. I don't want to force my ideas upon them because I hate when people do me that way. But I do want to hold them accountable and say, hey, if you're going to collect money on black pain, you need to do something in our community, and someone needs to be vocal about that.
We've got only about 30 seconds left. After the death of George Floyd, white and black alike, 70% of Americans were in support of the Black Lives Matter movement. That number this morning is closer to 50. And now Derek Chauvin is on trial. Are you at all concerned for Minneapolis and other big cities if the end result of that trial is not what people want?
Well, you can rest assured if the end result of those trials are not what people want, there's going to be rioting, there's going to be looting, there's going to be an uproar, and they will definitely be in the streets. But I would rather them start participating in building our community, not just walk in our community, not just talk in our community, but actually build our community.
Yeah, and we should point out too that we have reached out to the local and the national Black Lives Matter groups to get a response to the fact that you were coming on today, and we have not received a response. So I just wanted to point that out to some of our viewers.
Yeah.
Pastor Brooks, you do such great work. Continue with the work out there. I mean, we know that crime has gone up in Chicago, but in your area it has stayed down, probably because a lot of the work that you do out there, you take
Thank
people
you.
that come out of prison and you help reform them, and you really do a great job. So keep doing that. We love you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And let me be very clear. I don't want any of Black Lives Matter money, but they definitely need to participate in building our community back up.
All right, Pastor Brooks, speaking truth there for himself. Okay, 641.